My name is Ogana Ajukome Ayiteni, and I will be presenting on social media versus traditional news, evaluating the effectiveness of Instagram in information dissemination. These are the contents that we will be covering in this presentation and for the introduction. In today's digital age, the debate surrounding the effectiveness of Instagram as a medium for information dissemination in comparison to traditional news outlets has gained considerable attention. As social media platforms continue to shape the way we consume and share information, it becomes crucial to examine whether Instagram surpasses the news in delivering information effectively. This presentation will cover the effectiveness of Instagram, factors that influence opinions of effectiveness, the accuracy of information of Instagram, and the coverage of Instagram. To gauge public perspectives on the effectiveness of Instagram and the news as information sharing platforms, a survey was conducted, and respondents were asked a series of questions. The survey began by collecting demographic information such as age, gender, and
Employment status.
to understand the respondents' profiles and ensure diversity in the sample. This information is crucial in analyzing potential variations in opinions based on demographics. When respondents were asked about their frequency of Instagram usage, it was found that a majority, 50%, reported using Instagram multiple times a day, indicating its widespread popularity. On the other hand, traditional news outlets garnered varied responses, with a significant portion of respondents, which is 47.8%, reporting consuming news just as much. These statistics suggest that both platforms have a substantial user base, albeit with difference in usage patterns. This is a diagram of the frequency of platform usage for both the news and Instagram. Effectiveness of information dissemination, overall perspective. Information dissemination is basically how effective a platform is at passing information. So, when asked to assess the effectiveness of information dissemination, the survey provided respondents with options to choose from. 52.2% believe that Instagram is more effective at passing across information, and 47.8% favored the news. This divided opinion suggests that there is no consensus on which platform is inherently superior in delivering information. Going back to the demographic information that we collected, it's probably due to the age range that some people are in, which would make them prefer to use a particular platform more than the other. For instance, people within the ages of 18 to 24 might think that Instagram is more effective at passing information, but people like within the ages of, let's say, 30 to like 30 and above, they might prefer the news um in when it comes to information dissemination. Instagram's unique feature of visual storytelling provides a powerful tool for conveying information. According to a study conducted by S. Kim and A. Sundar 2018, visuals in social media posts tend to increase attention, information processing, and message recall. This suggests that Instagram's visual format can make information more engaging and memorable, thus potentially enhancing its effectiveness as an information sharing platform. This basically means that because Instagram is a visual social media platform, it makes passing information more engaging and more memorable. So therefore making it more effective as an information sharing platform. To gain insight into the factors that influence opinions on effectiveness, respondents were asked to consider several aspects. The survey found that the speed of information delivery and visual appeal and engagement, respectively 62.5% and 37.5%, were cited as the primary factors favoring Instagram. Accuracy and reliability and depth and contextual understanding, respectively 33.3% and 50%, were identified as significant advantages of the news. These are the charts for the factors influencing effectiveness. The survey also revealed that respondents were more likely to trust the news over Instagram for providing accurate information. Traditional news outlets have long been considered a reliable source of information, following established journalistic standards and practices. News organizations employ professional journalists who adhere to principles of accuracy, objectivity, and fairness. Additionally, they undergo rigorous fact checking and editorial processes to ensure the reliability of the information presented. These factors contribute to the credibility and trust associated with news outlets. The survey's findings indicate that while trust in traditional news outlets remains high, Instagram's credibility is perceived differently, potentially due to concerns regarding user generated content and the lack of editorial oversight. In terms of covering breaking news and emergencies, the survey revealed a mixed response. 83.3% believed Instagram to be more effective in providing immediate updates, while 16.7% favored the news. One of the key advantages of Instagram is its real-time nature, allowing users to share and access information instantly. News outlets, on the other hand, typically have editorial processes that involve fact-checking and verification, leading to a time lag between an event occurring and its reporting. For example, I hope we all know about the billionaires who decided to go on a submarine and see the Titanic. Before the news can cover that story, it might take like a few days, but it was available on Instagram almost immediately. So in situations where timeliness is crucial, such as during breaking news, Instagram can provide immediate updates through user generated content, hashtags, and location tags. For example, as well, during the End SARS protest in Nigeria 2020, whenever like the police was getting very, very violent with the crowds in a particular area, people that were in that particular area will probably post on Instagram and be like, "Do not come around here. It's very dangerous," and thus saving so many lives and letting and raising so much awareness as well. This speed of information dissemination on Instagram can be more effective in rapidly spreading awareness and mobilizing communities. Furthermore, when it comes to understanding complex issues, the survey demonstrated that traditional news outlets have an advantage. Majority of respondents, which is 100%, believe that the news provides a better understanding of complex issues. None of the participants favored Instagram. While Instagram's visual format may be effective at capturing attention and providing snapshots of information, it often lacks the depth and contextual understanding that news articles offer. Traditional news outlets have the resources and expertise to conduct in depth investigations, providing a comprehensive understanding of complex issues. News articles are typically accompanied by background information, expert opinions, and historical context, enabling readers to develop a nuanced perspective. In contrast, Instagram concise captions and limited space may hinder the transmission of complex or nuanced information. That is, while Instagram might be effective at passing on information quickly, and it also is effective at being very engaging with its visual content, does not really provide an in-depth look into the story that is being covered, unlike the news. Like I said, like the example that I mentioned in the previous slide about the billionaires who went to look at the Titanic in the submarine, Instagram wouldn't really provide a lot of background information on the company um who does the tour of the Titanic and everything, or of the people who were on board the submarine. But the news, on the other hand, will go very, very in depth to make sure that the readers will have a total and complete understanding of the issue. So, my rationale for choosing surveys as my research method. Number one, surveys allow researchers to collect quantitative data by asking specific questions and obtaining numerical responses. For example, survey questions can assess how often individuals use Instagram versus traditional news sources for information, like we have seen in my previous slides. Surveys can reach a large number of participants, providing a broader perspective on the topic. This helps in obtaining more representative and generalized results. Number three, surveys provide a standardized approach to data collection. This enhances comparability between responses, allowing researchers to draw meaningful conclusions. This basically means that since everybody gets the same questions, but they will obviously provide different answers, it will allow researchers to be able to come up with meaningful hypotheses on whatever they are choosing to research. The limitations of surveys as a research method. Surveys rely on participants' self reported data, which may contain errors or recall bias. Participants may provide socially desirable responses or be influenced by the perception of what is expected. Surveys typically use closed ended questions with predetermined response options, which restricts participants from expressing detailed options. Surveys often focus on isolated variables and may not capture the complex interplay of factors that influence individuals' information consumption. Another research method that would have been employed for this topic is interviews. Conducting interviews with individuals who actively use Instagram and engage with traditional news outlets can provide valuable qualitative data. In depth interviews allow researchers to explore participants' perspectives, motivations, and experiences related to information consumption. Conclusion. The survey results reveal the public's perception on Instagram and the news's information sharing capabilities. Traditional news sites are more credible and provide a better understanding of complicated subjects than Instagram, which is appealing due to its visual appeal, speed, and engagement. Both platforms have their own role in the information ecosystem, and people can benefit from using a combination of both sources to keep informed. As the media environment evolves, more research and discussions are needed to grasp the implications of these platforms and navigate the challenges and opportunities they present in the realm of information dissemination. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope I've been able to educate you on this particular topic.